What's up, everybody? It is late March 2019. Right now I'm debating between ST3 or staying in American Iron. Anybody who has kind of followed me for a while, I've been racing American Iron since 2010 when I started racing. The way NASA's going with kind of switching to ST rules and everything, plus they have a more open aero rule set, I'll call it, and doing what we do, it kind of I think makes a little bit more sense to jump into one of the ST classes to really push the aerodynamics on the car, just to kind of, you know, promote some of our products, the dual element wings, you know, some of the splitter bits and everything. So coming up is going to be a video, basically more of like a vlog style of changes I'm going to do, how I'm going to do them. There'll be some information in there, some just happenings going on around the shop or working on my car or whatever. So stay tuned. Hopefully you learned something and should be fun. So the new splitter, I'm going to want to shoot for about 3 inches of ground clearance on my car. So 2x4s, 2x6s, whatever, about 1.5 inches thick each. You stack 2 of them up, you can probably see down there. There's your 3-inch ground clearance. Right now this is just kind of like a test fit to see how big of a splitter I can make with the new ST rules. So the ST rules don't really dictate whether or not the 6 inches, so you're allowed to go 12 inches beyond the forwardmost bit of your bumper. This little lip right here is technically a add-on part for the 2000 Cobra R. It's one part on my bumper, but I don't think it's a little bit of a gray area. So I'm gonna go off of what would be like the OEM bumper perimeter, which would be like up here. And then you're allowed 6 inches past the width of the body, but they don't make note in the rules if that includes flares or not. So the widest part of my body is the factory quarter panels way back there. So I'll figure out what that is, add my 6 inches to each side, get my forwardmost point, sidemost point, and then come up with the shape from there. All right, so I figured out the factory body is 74 inches back at the quarter panels. Add 6 inches to each side, and I can have a maximum splitter width of 86 inches. Freaking wide. So let's see what I come up with. There's my maximum width. Alright, so now to find 12 inches from the front. So now that we have the center line of the template marked and the maximum width marked, here's my old splitter over here. What I'm going to do is lay this on top of the cardboard to cut out basically the trailing edge around the wheels. So that way we could take the cardboard template, shove it backwards to get the leading edge set up with what the rules allow, and then kind of come up with our shape from there. Alright, so you can kind of see the outline of my current splitter. I marked the inside edge of the current tunnels because the radiator sits right about here and gets really tight. So I'm going to lay out a mock-up of the tunnel that I want to use just to kind of see what fits where, so we know we're at our maximum width. The current AI splitter rules are 5 inches. Honestly, 12 inches is a lot. I may not even use it all, but it looks like we can get another, I don't know, about 6 inches out of it, so that would be 11. So that might not be too bad. Alright, so we're pretty square, we're even. Right now, we're about 11 inches in front of the front. That's a pretty big extension. What I'm gonna do is get a mock-up of our side plates, mock-up of the tunnels, and kind of come up with a perimeter shape from there. Alright, so here's what we got so far. We have our small curved tunnel on the outermost bit. We have our splitter side plate right here. You can see the slot gap. Again, just trying to get that air to kind of outwash, which just kind of helps with under splitter extraction and everything. And we made these as well. These are basically flaps that I can't quite get it in there properly, but will kind of fit down here and, you know, can kind of be adjusted up or down. Again, just kind of helping draw air out under the tunnel. And we're going to have inboard tunnels as well. So that's kind of where we're at right now. As far as splitter shape, going to double check the rules, make sure I can kind of follow this curve, and then just kind of round it off. Really, I don't think there's really much to it, and that's about it for right now. Alright guys, that's it for this one. The next one, we will definitely get the splitter done, so there'll be more technical stuff in that. This one was just kind of, you know, planning and stuff like that. If you like this kind of format, let me know. It's a little bit tough for me to plan out really in-depth how-tos, so these kind of just what's happening vlog type stuff is a little easier for me to just grab the camera, shoot some stuff, put it out there. If something comes up where more explanation is needed, I can then maybe dive deeper into certain subjects if I get a bunch of comments on them. So if you want to stay up to date on the build, new splitter, after the splitter is going to be mounting our Apex 15 wing, definitely hit that subscribe button, click that little bell so you get notified when we come out with new ones. And until next time, I'll see you at the track.